Hello and welcome back. During this tutorial we will show you how to blacken and weather metal tracks. Safety first. Before you start, put on safety goggles and nitrile gloves. VMS Black Track Pro 2.0 Extra comes in 200 ml bottles and requires no dilution. Have a plastic tray ready for the procedure. Pour the fluid into the tray. Immerse the metal tracks in the blackening bath. We will be blackening two types of tracks to better present the capability of VMS Black Track Pro Extra. Disperse any air bubbles. They prevent the fluid from reacting with metal. Tracks should be submerged for around 10 to 15 minutes per track side. Here you can already observe the tracks changing color in real time. Three minutes in. The tracks are brown, the process is still ongoing. Keep removing air bubbles. Eight minutes in. The tracks are almost there. After 10 to 15 minutes, flip the tracks, and again disperse any air bubbles. They prevent the fluid from reacting with metal, leaving unwanted, white spots. Make sure all the air pockets are gone. This way track will have uniform dark shade. Inspect the tracks for white spots, and brush the tracks to remove the reaction residue. Spread the fluid over any tough areas that lack contact with the fluid. Look, there are white areas. These haven't had proper contact with the fluid. We need to make sure the fluid can react with entire tracks. The fluid was introduced over the white areas, and the track looks better already. All tracks are different. Some are more challenging than others. With enough effort, any type can be properly blackened. Submerge difficult tracks like those Mark V ones again, but in a different position. This will fix the problems with fluid to metal contact. When you are happy with the result, take the tracks out and rinse them with tap water. After rinsing, dry the tracks using a paper towel. Our blackening result. Just one step remains, the burnishing. We will need a soft brass brush. 0.08 mm wire diameter is recommended. Using the brush, gently burnish the tracks to achieve the stunning steel-like effect. This step takes 2 to 3 minutes per track. If you don't have a brass brush, you can use a short hog scrubber brush. The sheen will be lesser, the tracks dull, but still looking very nice. We are done burnishing, and the track is ready for weathering. Let's repeat the procedure with our Mark V tracks. Rinse, dry and burnish. The tracks can have distinctive brown and bluish, residual patina visible once dry. Don't worry about it, this will be fixed shortly during burnishing. Burnish till the tracks look like steel. Best use a brass brush. Hog bristle brush achieves less sheen than a brass brush, but takes care of the patina like a brass brush would. We are done burnishing. But wait, there is more. Let's compare raw links to finished tracks. Beside the looks, the tracks are fully workable, which is not the case with spray-painted tracks. Such result is attainable by any modeler out there, no special skills are required. Let's make the tracks look a bit rusty. We will be using VMS pigment number 19, Fresh Rust. Put some powder into the tray. We will also need VMS enamel binders, matte type. Add some binders, and mix the two. Binders make the applied pigments permanent, but can be reversed if necessary. We will show how it works later on. Brush on the weathering liquid just as you would apply regular paint. Use hair dryer to quickly dry the pigment job. Pigment layer will be dry to touch in less than a minute. There we are, the track looks rusty. Please notice the difference between the weathered and unweathered links. We are just halfway there. Using VMS Universal Weathering Carrier Standard or Light type, we will be able to partially remove the rust. Such procedure is impossible with regular paints. Dispense some fluid. Using a cotton bud saturated with VMS Universal Weathering Carrier, we can reveal the steel. Evaporate the fluid using a hairdryer. There we are. Depending on your preference, you can leave or remove as much rust as you like. Let's try a darker shade, using VMS pigment number 17 Dark Old Rust. The procedure is the same: mix pigment with VMS enamel binders matte type and paint the tracks. Use hairdryer to quickly dry the pigment job. Pigment layer will be dry to touch in less than a minute. This dark tone represents old rust. Using a cotton bud saturated with VMS Universal Weathering Carrier, we can reveal the steel. Evaporate the fluid using a hairdryer. There we are. Depending on your preference, you can leave or remove as much rust as you like. If you have no time to lose, you can try VMS Pigment Jockey Pre-Made Weathering Liquids. These liquids are our pigments already pre-mixed with binders, hence the name, Pigment Jockey. They work exactly as our binders and pigments, you just don't have to mix them, it's all taken care of. Optionally, you can rub some dry pigment over the tracks. With VMS weathering products, sky is the limit. Playing with pigments and binders or Pigment Jockey weathering liquids, you will be able to come up with your own weathering effects. That's that. Thanks a lot for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time.